Another beautiful day in El Paso, Texas. Up bright and early, getting a little bit of exercise. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day. Hot, but not too hot.
Skipping town, searching for nowhere land. Ready or not, this might be our last chance. Maybe tonight we could make it count. This is what we waited for. No looking back, we started something I can never.
Let's see what kind of building they've been doing lately.
To me, we don't need no sleep, and I know we will be alright. If only for tonight. If only for tonight. Under the sky.
This used to be one of my favorite places to ride, but it looks like they're putting up houses, and they're doing it very quickly.
Summer breeze. Maybe tonight.
Luckily, it's El Paso, so the desert never ends. Let's go see what it looks like over on the other side of the mountain.
Make it out. We got nothing else to prove. No looking back. We started something I can never let go. I'm keeping you close to me. We don't need no sleep, and I know we will be alright. No time to waste. Wanna see it all.
Oh yeah, they've cleared off quite a bit.
Let's find a place, call it home tonight. Only you and I. No looking back. We started something I can never let go. I'm keeping you close to me. We don't need no sleep, and I know it will be alright. No looking back. We started something I can never let go. I'm keeping you close to me. We don't need no sleep, and I know we will be.
Make sure no one's coming.
No looking back. I'm keeping you close to me. We don't need no sleep, and I know we will be.
There, that gives you a little better look. That's where they built houses, and that's where they're clearing off to build houses. Ah, beautiful day, perfect day to ride. That's, for those of you that do not know about El Paso, I'm on the east side of El Paso. That's the valley. The Rio Grande River runs in that valley. Those mountains on the other side, which you probably can't see in a GoPro, that is Mexico. So probably, about a third of the way to the mountain is the river, and on the other side of the river is all Mexico. Okay, let's go have some fun. Once again, those of you that are not haven't watched previously, I'm on a KTM EXC 500F that's kind of been modified somewhat for the desert, because obviously that's what we have, sand. So it'll essentially go any place I can find. As an EXC, it's street legal, so I can also go on the street when I need to. But enough talk. Let's show you what it can do.
At the end of the world, together forever is one, and I'll wait if ever you should be in doubt, and I'm
Looking for a way down.
pull us apart, and I'll wait. At the end
I don't want to mess up anything they have marked off, so I usually don't ride any place I see those little markers like that, because I don't want to knock them down. And I know somebody spent a lot of time in the hot El Paso sun putting those up, so I think we'll find someplace else.
Get up, no room for hesitation.
Make sure no one's coming.
It's time to show the way.
Okay, those trenches make it kind of hard. See if I can make it now.
Have a good time here in the night and all we feel.
Ah, yes, that's better. Okay.
What we call life, it can't be real. So we keep on dancing to the beat. Yeah, we keep on moving our feet. Yeah, we keep on dancing to the beat. And we keep on moving our feet. We keep on dancing, keep on loving, keep on making it real. We keep on moving, keep on loving, keep on making it real. Press play, you'll be there in a second. I am here and I can make you sweat. I'm the song, the beat, the end. We've all been dreaming of this moment. We're charged, we're ready to relive this again. It's time to show the way. So we keep on dancing to the beat. And we
Okay. I think I'll head a little farther east and find a place that is a little less discovered, developed. Okay. Okay. Here we are at the next spot. As you can see, the other side of where they're building houses, and on this side, luckily, you can drive almost indefinitely. So let's go have some fun.
And we keep on moving our feet. We keep on dancing, keep on loving, keep on making it real. We keep on moving, keep on loving, keep on making it real.
Hey, bro, don't you look at that? I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me.
That gives you a good look at the beautiful El Paso landscape.
Rudeness if I'm tripping,
I better pay attention to what I'm doing.
but you look so amazing. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can.
I don't know what you would call this. I guess maybe a fire road. I'm not sure if you have to have a license plate to drive on this. I think you do. Maybe not. but they have these roads that essentially go on forever.
You forgot something. Every good thing comes to an end. At least it always happened to me. I'm telling you this now.
But I'm going to, yikes, let me find a way to go that's a little bit more challenging. Man, this is a blast. So much fun just heading out, doing a little bit of exploring. Now, this is a path, but it's kind of covered in sand. Looks like it has some whoop-de-doos, I guess you'd call them. So I think I'll go down this way a little while and get some exercise. I tell you, there is no funner way to get some exercise than on a dirt bike. Okay, let's go. Now I'm by myself in the middle of no place, so I have to kind of be somewhat sane. Make sure no one's coming. That's another thing about this. A lot of people do come out in the desert, and they will come out in quads and four-wheelers, and they will fly. So if you come to a crossroad, you have to pay a lot of attention.
Cold hand, frozen feet, raindrops falling on the street. I can't recall when I last saw the sun. Summer's just a memory, a faded piece of history. No one can remember all the fun. The late night barbecue.
Whoa, that's a deep one.
Zipping on a gin and juice. Cruising down the road, no thought getting old. The girls are hot,
Okay.
cold. Yeah, that's the way we roll. Bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Whoa, these lazy days are never done. I work hard every day, don't waste my time on yesterday. I never shy away from a good time.
Definitely some exercise. I'm beginning to sweat, even though I'm not going that fast. I'm gonna pull off. Ah,
There ain't no cloud in sight. The future is looking bright. Cruising down the
I'm sweating.
road, getting old. Girls are hot, but the beer is cold. Yeah.
Kind of gives you a good look of the countryside outside of the east side of El Paso. So that would be east. That's west. If you went that way far enough, you'd hit Las Cruces, New Mexico. And then that mountain is actually El Paso. I'm not sure you can see the mountain on the GoPro. On this side is El Paso, which they call East El Paso. On the other side is West El Paso. That mountain is Juarez, Mexico. And it also goes around the mountain. Okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna shut off the camera for a second because I'm a little bit winded and I think you probably can't even understand me. While I'm resting, I thought I would show you a little bit about my bike. This is a KTM EXC 500F. 2021. And it's essentially stock, except I modified it a little bit because of the sand. So starting at the back, a little better tires. I think these are the Dunlop MX 33 Geo Max or something like that. I will correct that in the editing. A little bit bigger sprocket. I think it comes with a 47 or 48, and that's a 49. I'll also correct that in the editing. The front sprocket's the same. Then of course I put some guards on it just to protect it from the desert. Also put on the front tires, which are the Geo Max as well. I believe it's the 120s on the back and the 80s on the front. 80s seem to work a little better than 90s. They don't tend to get caught up in the ruts as much, it seems to me. What else? Of course, the hand guards have the steering stabilizer. I have the one that goes underneath, but I put it above. I kind of like it like that, though I may change it to under the handlebars with the risers. I have that set up at home, I just haven't put it on. Have the extended gas tank. Of course, changed it to the Tidy Tail by Taco Moto, and also have their turn signals, which I like. And I have their headlight, which is the dual 8. So it has 4 for low beam and then 8 for high beam. Out in the desert like this at night, it's amazingly good. Okay, I've never done it, but they tell me it's amazingly good, but I've never driven at night. But it is set up so that I could if I wanted to. What else? Oh, put on the Boysen water pump because it's so hot in the desert, and of course the liquid ice in the radiator. Put in the Recluse clutch, which is good because in the sand, even if it bogs down, it never dies, which is so nice. Basically, it makes it like a giant moped in the desert. So some of you people that are like motocross people might not like that, but I'm just out to have fun. What else? That's the main stuff. As far as the performance, I didn't change the pipe. I didn't take off any of the anti-smog stuff. Every place I go, people always ask me about that, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, I like it quiet. I don't want more noise. With this, I can drive past neighborhoods or pretty much anything, so I like quiet. There's enough noise in my life without having to make the motorcycle noisy, so I like that. I'm not going to take off the anti-smog stuff just because, well, you know, if I can help the environment a little bit, I'll help it. And as far as the performance, this is just a beast. I guess if you're like a professional motorcycle racer or something, you might want to kind of get a little better performance. As far as I'm concerned, this bike will do much, much more than anything I've ever wanted to do. 500 cc's, I have no idea how much horsepower it puts out, but it is a KTM. So for a 500 cc's, it is amazingly light. It feels like a 250 or even less. I've had other bikes over my lifetime that were much smaller displacement, but a much heavier bike. I've had 250 cc bikes that weigh this much, or at least it feels like it. It just feels so light. I also put on the Seat Concept seat. I like to just putt around the desert some and just ride a little bit, and believe me, oh wow, that is heaven. In the standard seat, you might think you can tough it out, but it's usually the reason you go home is your bottom hurts. And with this Seat Concepts, it's well worth the money, and it's really not that expensive. I can't remember exactly what it is. Obviously, their website's easy to find. This is actually the comfort seat, and it's the tall seat, so it added quite a bit of height. So it would probably make it difficult for a lot of people to touch the ground. For me, I kind of like the height. I'm out in the desert, so I like to stay away from the bushes as much as I can, so I think the height's good. Plus, when you're in the sand, you're always sinking down anyway, so it's not like I have to really worry about it being too tall. It's usually too short. So that's the main stuff I think I've done to it, but I love it. I think it's the perfect beast for the desert around El Paso. Perfect thing for what I do. It's also very good on the street. I drive it short distances to go get gas, or like I did just now, going from one place to ride to the next. I think you could probably do it on just a dirt bike, and I doubt they'd give you a ticket. But this way I'm totally legal. I mean, how often do you go to a gas station and you see somebody on just a motocross bike putting gas in it and then driving off? Every day. Yet you never see them getting a ticket. I imagine they probably do, but I figured I might as well just be legal. And that's about it. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. If I forgot anything that you see obvious, just let me know. Thanks. Well, I think it's time to head back, but I think I'll take this opportunity to kind of show you how this bike will just go any place.
Don't you look at that? I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me out of here. I think she got something in me. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can. Got me saying, hey, girl, will you marry me? 2 kids in a house and live happily. I think we are so meant to be. But she says, wait, you forgot something. Every good thing comes to an end. At least it always happened to me. I'm telling you this now. You don't need to worry, 'cause I got this all down. And we get on together. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls.
Scared me. I thought that was a cross street.
We can. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are.
Oh, okay. Now I'm exhausted again.
Just falls apart at the rise above it all. And we can, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can, and knee deep in while the world just falls apart at the rise above it all. And we can.
Okay. That way is Red Sands, and that way is home. And this is goodbye.